So here we have the Volkswagen Polo SE DSG, which is the automatic on a 68 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside, you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the boot, you'll see we've got plenty of space along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. And then underneath this tray section, we have a full-size spare wheel. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car and we'll hop in and run through some controls. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see that it's in excellent condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter, and on the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the middle, you can see the total miles for the car. And above that, we have a trip computer. The information that's displayed there can be changed using buttons on the steering wheel for various different bits of fuel economy information, as well as a digital readout for the speedometer that you see being displayed now. We then have other menus available, from assist systems to navigation, an audio menu, a phone menu, vehicle status, and then back round to the beginning, which is your driving data menu. If we back out to the steering wheel, the buttons I was using a moment ago are these ones on the right hand side of the steering wheel here. Over on the left hand side of the steering wheel, we have stereo controls. The button in the middle will mute the stereo, and then you've got the volume controls at the top and bottom, and you're able to skip tracks using the buttons on the left and right. We've also then got cruise control on the indicator stalk, as you can see. Over on the central screen, we can pair the phone. Just hit find mobile phone and then follow the instructions on screen from there. When it comes to radio, you'll see that we've got DAB, FM and AM radio all available. And if you're listening to your own music, just hit the media button. There's plenty of ways of listening to that, including Bluetooth audio. So once you pair your phone, not only can you make and receive phone calls, but you'll also be able to listen to your music as well. We then have a CD player, a couple of SD memory card slots and USB inputs as well. So plenty of ways to listen to your music in this car. From here, we're going to work our way down to the air conditioning. So on the left-hand dial, we can adjust the temperature. On the middle one, the fan speed, and then the direction that the air flows on the right-hand side. The air conditioning is on when that light shows, or off and back on again. This button recirculates the air that's in the car, which is a great way of heating it up or cooling it down quickly, depending on the temperature that we've set on this dial here, of course. You can turn it off just as easily as you turned it on. Underneath that section, we've got the two USB inputs that I mentioned previously. We then have the fully automatic DSG gearbox, and then this button is for the stop and start. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic to save you fuel. If you hit that button, it will turn that system off. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.